Good afternoon. My name is Aldo Montefort, and I am CEO and founder of the Floow. I'm here with Andy Golby, our Chief Product Officer. We think that the most vivid way to illustrate and bring to life what we do is the concept of an oil refinery. Everybody's familiar with this concept. It's a complex infrastructure. At one end, you have crude oil coming in, and through various processes, it gets transformed into a range of derivatives, gasoline, lubricants, and many more. We are the digital equivalent of a refinery. At the Floow, we serve some of the largest insurance companies in the world. We deliver telematics technology and services. Going back to the concept of a refinery, what for a refinery is crude oil, for us is raw data. Raw data coming from any kind of sources out there. Smartphones as sensors, OBD devices, black boxes, devices that car manufacturers embed in cars by themselves. And we transform these raw data into scores and analytics for insurance professionals, actuaries and underwriters, as well as into services for their end users, the policyholders. Born slightly more than 6 years ago, grown from 3 to 120 colleagues, 70% of them scientists, computer data, and social scientists. We focused single-mindedly on the motor insurance industry and provide our clients with what we believe will become more and more indispensable tools to manage and grow and condition their portfolios. Telematics has been around for 20 years. However, penetration hasn't yet reached the mass market. In continental Europe, if you exclude Italy, is below 1% or thereabout. It's at 2% in the UK. It is 6% in North America. And at the end of 2017, there were only 17.4 million policies supported by this technology. As practitioners in this field, we understand why telematics has not yet reached the mass market. It is operationally complex to deploy. It is expensive and time-consuming. And this is the problem that we are addressing with the product we present today, Floow Drive. Floow Drive is an insurance-grade, production-ready, turnkey, smartphone-based telematics platform that drastically reduces the barriers to entry for any motor insurance carrier interested in deploying a UBI proposition that delivers fairer pricing for end users, that reduces cost at point of claim, and engage and condition the behavior of policyholders. So without further ado, Andy here will demo live how you can configure and build a fully functional smartphone-based telematics proposition through Floow Drive. Over to you, Andy.
Thanks very much, Aldo. So there's no pressure here at all. We're just going to try and build an app from the ground up, tailored to DIA's look and feel in the 5 minutes we have left. So the first thing we have to do is create a client. In this case, DIA. We can choose where we want to keep the data. This functionality is not just building an app, it's building the data repository, making it secure and everything. We can put it in the US or the EU. We'll have it in the EU for this since we're here at the moment. We now have a client. It's called DIA. We need to add a brand within that client. We'll call it Floow DIA. We need a name for the app. Let's call it DIA Drive for the moment. And a launcher name. We'll keep our name in there as well because we quite like the Floow in there somewhere. You've got brand colors. We'll leave that for the moment. We've now started building an app. Somewhere in the background, we're now building an app there. We can now edit it to make it look and feel as we want it. DIA Drive, Floow DIA, we're happy with those. An app launch icon. We need something that's going to show on the smartphone screen. In this case, we'll just take the Floow one. We'll have it in the center and as big as it will go. That'll be okay there with a white background. There we go. And we need a logo for the app as well. This is something that will appear within the app. In this case, I should have really spoken to the DIA marketing people. I didn't have time, so we've just stolen something from their website and called it DIA Drive. Again, that will do us for the moment. And that's pretty much that part of the app. That then gives you some screenshots as examples of the app. It kind of looks okay. Color scheme, probably not as they would want it. I think they've got some pink in their logo somewhere. So we will change one of the colors there. for their pink color. Pink and blue doesn't really go. So in this case, in the absence of speaking to their marketing team, I'll auto-complement that with a few other colors that will work reasonably well within the app. We have a whole bunch of other colors in here for various different things that we can use if we want to try and tailor to exactly how the marketing scheme like it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that really bright red if something goes wrong, so we'll just change that a little bit. Save all those colors. We've now got an app that has content. It's got the right colors as far as the brand is concerned. We now need the right content, though, as well. And to be fair, this is where I'm going to need a little bit of help from you guys. Our standard content is welcome. Our app records your journeys, gives you tips on your driving habits. That's it. That's all very well, but no one believes me I've built this live. We've still got a couple of minutes left, good. If I just leave it like that, so can someone just shout out a new header for me? Hey, that'll do. We'll go with that. And screen 2 gives you a similar sort of thing, just another welcome thing. It tells you how you score your journeys. But we'll leave that one as it is for the moment. Contact details. Generally, this will be a help service, and the button will arrive as you put them in. Likewise, I could put my phone number in. That will provide you with a button that you can use to call me. I won't for the moment, because I like a peaceful life. But we'll leave my email address there. And then we've got the terms and conditions. We need to add some terms and conditions. Where are our terms and conditions? I'm not going to type these. You've seen how good my typing is. We're just going to take the T's and C's, paste them in. We want them to go live now. Let's say 10 o'clock tonight, maybe. There we go. Save that. That's now got a set of T's and C's. As you note, those T's and C's down there are sitting there with a future date time if we had a date and time that we actually wanted things to go live later. Then we can leave that, and that can go in and be applicable for GDPR on the 25th when that comes in. That app now is built. If we go back to the brand overview, you can see it's building. It's sitting there, building the app at the moment. Oh, it's up. The Android one is now finished. The iOS one always takes about 30 seconds longer. So if we can leave it on this screen for a moment so we can see that go green, Aldo will just finish off.
Thank you, Andy. Always feel this is wonderful when you know you're in a good spot in technology, when really complex stuff works like a breeze and feels intuitive and almost magic to utilize. And you've seen with your own eyes how easy it is and straightforward to build a consumer-facing telematics proposition that delivers data collection, scoring, accident detection, and can be enriched with Floow propositions like education and rewards. Floow Drive is the gold standard for any insurance organization willing to deploy telematics and doing it in a fraction of the time they took in the past. A process like this that would take 3 to 6 months to develop can now be performed in minutes. Come and see us at our booth as soon as you can, and we'll show you the app. You can take it away and run with it, and join us in our quest to make mobilities safer and smarter. Thank you very much.